Good morning. So today is just another day. It is 8:08. It's Wednesday, September the 4th, year 2024. Let me in. Okay. It is September 4th, 2024, 8:08. Oh, yeah, 8:08. And driving to work today. So, after work, I ate, spent time with family, and then when my son went to sleep, I got to play a little bit of No Man's Sky. It's a pretty fun game. It's a slow game. It's a very slow game. There's different ways to play the game, but the way I play it is I guess the slowest. So I'm just like looking for materials. I'm just doing the small things, not the missions or anything like that. I'm doing my own thing. The game doesn't have any rules against it, so it's intended to be played however one likes. So, and it's pretty fun. I like it. I also got Power World, which I want to play, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to switch games so quickly. You got into No Man's Sky, so I guess I'll play No Man's Sky for a little bit before I start playing Power World. And no, I'm not recording the games. I think I'm pretty quiet when I'm playing games. So I think. And so right now I'm not recording games. I was at one point, but I was I played like 2-3 hours, and I don't know. And I was trying to edit videos at the time, and it didn't work out how I wanted it, and I just stopped. Maybe if I would have continued, I would have been in a different situation in the sense of a community, but it's just there's no time for editing. No time, I just don't want to subject people to just watch a silent game when they could be watching somebody that can entertain, that can say stuff, and maybe have better editing. I guess that's how everybody starts on YouTube, is just posting whatever, and over time they get better, which I guess this is literally what I'm doing with these videos of my drive. I guess I should maybe start again, but as it currently stands, I don't think so. There it goes. Just been, and I guess since I play like like around 10 o'clock for like 2 hours. Like I stopped playing like around like 12:30, 12:45. So by the time I got to bed, it was 1 o'clock. So it's kind of my fault for not keeping track of time and getting off at 12. But I feel like I barely got time for myself, or to do things that I want. When I do get the chance, I kind of overdo it, because I never know if I will play again or not. And here's a known fact. This guy is light blue right now. Oh my. Laugh. There you go. I'm so tired. Man. I'm planning on recording driving videos until I don't know. It's just this is more of an experiment than anything, really. It's just like my rules instead of trying to play by the rules of YouTube and the algorithm. It's more like I do it how I want it done instead of how I think it should be done. And just let it flow. I think that's the best way to go about it. I don't think there's any other way. Man, so tired. But that's my fault. Spirit Halloween, Kitty's Pizza, for sale, land lease. That's great stuff. Every time that I start reading signs, my brain just goes, you just fell for the subliminal messages. I mean, everybody's subjected to subliminal messages. Even if you're focused only on what's in front of you as you're driving, you're still subjected to subliminal messages. Because, even though your focus is driving, there's signs everywhere that your brain still picks up. Your vision is still like, if I remember correctly, like 180. So like, anything that peripheral, your brain will still cache and process. And it's, it could, I'm unsure if subliminal messages work or not, but because again, I'm not a psychologist. I just read stuff, went to college and took a psychology class, dropped out halfway through the semester. So what little I do remember, was rejected to it. It could be a car symbol, like, like the car in front of me is a Honda. So, I'm already subjected to the logo. I'm subjected to gas prices, company names, Mazda, Chili's, all these signs. They're considered. They are considered ads. Whether I like it or not, whether anybody thinks so or not, they're still ads for those companies. Damn, I'm still trying to clear my throat. So, really, we're subjected to gazillions of ads a day, thousands of ads a day, and we don't notice. And I guess for me, I notice it because I was made aware of it, and now it's like kind of hard not to unsee those things. But then again, that makes it work. No, I don't know. I'm not getting there. But so that's something that always comes to my mind when I start reading the signs around me. When I start like actually paying attention consciously. At work, I had some good pizza they had, and I don't remember what the pizzeria is, but it's in Eatontown, I believe. It's either in the town or surrounding towns. Man, if only I could remember the name. It was pretty good. My, the patience people have. No Man's Sky is there's still a lot of bugs. For example, when I'm mining, let's say copper, even though I completely mined it, it still shows on the visor analyzer that there's a mine there. Usually what's supposed to happen is once I mine it completely down to 0, it should the symbol of copper should disappear. Copper ore. But instead it doesn't, and it stays in the map, and I get fooled sometimes. I go back to the same place thinking, oh, I found another copper ore, and when I look, it's like, oh, it's the one I mined. So there's still a couple bugs here and there. Like I can collect things across a wall when it should not be possible. And there's probably so much to do in No Man's Sky, but I'm not in that level to really do much because I'm in the beginning stage. And, I'm like learning as I'm playing. And I used to play on the Switch, and now I'm playing on PC, but I'm connecting an Xbox One controller, and the controls are slightly different. So I'm like constantly clicking B for selecting, but in Nintendo Switch, but in PC that it go back. Man. What is up with me today? But anyway, yeah. That seems to be the. So yeah, the controllers are slightly different. Because I had to press A for select on the Apple controller. Instead of the B button on the Apple controller. So the slightly different variations, and instead of pressing up for the little menu that comes up for changing the multi-tool, or for your pet or calling your ship or whatnot, pressing up opens up the bill menu. Not pressing down opens up the little menu. So little differences that makes it a little bit annoying, but it's okay because I like the graphics that I'm getting from the PC over the Switch. The Switch it lags a lot because it's not meant for the Switch, or whatever the Switch is capable of. Not only that, but the game is not completely optimized, and developers are still working that out. It's been years, by the way, many years. If people remember a controversy that happened with No Man's Sky. But they seem to have redeemed themselves in a sense, which is pretty good. I'm remembering the time that I was heading home, not from work. It was coming from like a doctor's office, and this cop was following me for a good 3 mile, 4 mile behind me. I wasn't breaking any laws or anything like that. And when I got to the highway, he turns his light on immediately. So I immediately got into the shoulder. He asked me if I knew why he stopped me. Of course, I didn't know. I felt like I was following the law. He told me my registration was expired. And registration was expired 6 months ago, so it was very, very expired, and I forgot to register the car. So he didn't tell me my car was being towed until after the fact. He stayed in his car. My car was turned off. He came back and he said, he came back when the tow truck came, and he said, "Okay, your car being towed." I'm like, "What?" So the tow truck took my car, and literally, I kid you not, the place where my car was towed was only like 100 feet. They took my car. Tow truck came straight from the building right across. Not right across, but like right next to me, literally. And it was a towing place. They took my car, they put it in their parking spot where all the other damaged cars and other tow cars had been impounded. I was very, very annoyed. I was like, what? So they gave me a ticket, $55 ticket for driving a vehicle not registered. I thought, oh, not that bad, and I'll go today to get my car from the impound. Shouldn't be too bad. Went to the DMV. I never had my car impounded. So first thing was to register my car. So I went to the DMV. My brother took me. Waited in line. Maybe I was in there for maybe 45 minutes. Got my car renewed. Then I went back to the impound place thinking, oh, okay, my car renewed, so it should be good. Went there and they were like, oh, you got the sign release form for your car. I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to get that. I didn't know that. Right. So went to the police station, but the police station is under construction, so I had to call, and they're like, yeah, we'll bring the release form. So it took an hour to get a release form. And then I came back and they were like, okay, this is great. We only take cash. I'm like, this is a very sketchy place now. It's just getting very sketchy now. Because I went up the stairs and the office is just really weird. It's it's very messy, and it's just a towing place, and I get it. It's like a garage. So. But it just felt sketchy. The office, it just felt weird. It felt like some illegal stuff was going on, but I didn't care. I just wanted my car. And the guy's like, okay, that'll be $395. I'm like, what? You guys just towed my car 50 feet. 50, maybe 75 feet at most. You guys didn't even have to take the towing truck. You guys literally could have driven my car to the parking garage. And I had no choice. They have my keys. I needed my car for work. They charged me all these fees for all these things that didn't make sense. My car was, okay, it was in the impound place for 5 hours, because I was, it took literally, the process took 5 hours. Because I had to make an appointment for the DMV. I had to drive to the DMV to go drive back. The driving and the waiting and all those little things. And now on top of that, now they don't accept card. I had to get cash. Very sketchy. So then, I had no choice but to go to an ATM. Went to my local bank. got the money, handed the money, I got my car, and I was out of there. My lesson learned: to check for my registration expiration. That day was very, very bad. It really sucked. It was one of those days that is memorable in a bad way. It was a lesson learned, to always check all your documents, and make sure they're not expired. But I don't know, the way it all went down. I was like, when the officer stopped me, I was only 3 minutes away from home. And I told the officer, I said, like, I'm only 3 minutes away from home. I said something stupid in between. I said, like, thank you, thank you for letting me know. And I think that got him annoyed. Because I would have never noticed. I would have gone maybe a year before I realized that I need to renew it. But I said something stupid. I told him I was only 3 minutes away from home. Got the ticket, got impounded, and the rest is history. I had to miss work to get my car back, because if I didn't get my car then, I surely wouldn't get my car. Then I would be without a car over the weekend, and then going into Monday, and that would be worse. This happened like, I think 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago it happened. Happened around May. Not a good experience. And so now I tell everybody, check your document, make sure nothing is expiring. Don't be like me. I understand the officer was doing his job, but I feel like it should have went easy on me, But and again, everybody wishes that, they wishes, It was really an honest mistake on my part. So, I done everything else. I've done, there's a sticker for inspection. It's right by my dash, so I'm definitely gonna remember that, because it's in front of my face every day. And my license, when I usually, when I open my wallet, I look at my license. I know when it's gonna expire. It usually expires on the date of your birthday. A couple years going, a couple years away. So I always check just before my birthday. But my registration, that stays in my car. And I rarely check it. My insurance, it automatically renews, and if I forget to print out my insurance paper, I can show them my phone. It's not a big issue, but registration, man, that always gets me. What got me? It hasn't been always yet. It's only been one time. Wrong choice of words, I should say. But anyway, that's my story, my warning. To always check all your documents. prior to that, way prior, and this is going to last year in February or March. I think it was March. I got stopped by a cop because I was going 45 on a 25. I got stopped. I admit it because it was too obvious. Cop was pretty. He was pretty nice. He gave me a ticket, but not a speeding ticket. Instead, he gave me not following the traffic rules, which is the same thing. But there were multiple things wrong with my car. I literally at that time I only had my car for like 3 months, and it needed an inspection. It needed to be what else? What else was wrong with it? I forgot, but it was on. I got stopped for speeding. My inspection was expired, and what else? There was one more thing that was wrong that he pointed out, and I was like, wow, he really went easy on me, and I'm very thankful. Then right away, that same day, he gave me a ticket, of course. I plead guilty. Paid the $55 fine, and straight away I went to the DMV, got my car inspected, got all the necessary paperwork done, and I was good to go. So again, I guess I didn't learn my lesson the first time, to check for all documents to not expire. So that's been my experience with police officers. It's just been second time I follow the rules, but got either way I got a ticket because of my registration. First time I messed up in a lot of things, but it's a life lesson. You learn. Now I know to do those things, and that's their job to enforce the law. I learned what I did wrong, and I'm correcting it. So it's pretty simple. Can't believe I just talked about that for like a good solid half an hour. But anyways, I'm already at Eatontown. I'm exiting out, and this is where I say my goodbye. So thank you for listening or watching or whatever it is that how you consume this video. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful day. Like, dislike, comment, whatever you like. And thank you.